everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I have to fix the camera. Okay, good enough. Okay, so, first of all, welcome everybody back to my channel. Thank you for being loyal subscribers, and thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed to me. I love that you guys have subscribed, and I hope you're here forever and ever, like into eternity, infinity and beyond, etc., etc., etc. So yeah. Okay, so like I said, this is gonna be a pregnancy update video, kind of more of like a plus size and pregnant video, because most of the questions you guys have emailed me, like I didn't get any questions and comments, which is totally fine. I don't want you guys to be shy about asking me stuff. Most of the questions, I think a good probably 80% or so were about being plus size and pregnant, or, you know, what it's like to be fat and pregnant, which I'm not offended in any way, because, you know, I'm pretty chunky. But, so I'm going to give you pretty much just, the lowdown on, like, you know, the basic stuff that everybody asks, like, how far are my symptoms, boy or girl, names, all that stuff. And then I did write down most of the, well, not write down, I typed out what most of you guys were curious about, being chunky and having a baby. So let's get started, huh? Okay, so to begin, this is my second pregnancy, and my current daughter, my first daughter, is, she's almost a year and a half. And I think when this one is born, I am due August 20th, 2015. I think they're gonna be like 20 months apart, I don't know, I haven't done the math, and trust me, there's not enough hours in the days for me to get this math problem right now. So they're gonna be under 2 years apart. I will have two under the age of 2 at 26 years old. Good Lord. Whew. So that is actually the reason why I have not made any pregnancy videos prior to now. Yeah, I've kind of just been dealing with my own stuff and shenanigans and taking it all in, you know? That was a big question. Everyone's like, well, why are you doing these pregnancy things in the middle of your pregnancy? Like, why didn't you start it before? And that's why. Just because I didn't feel like it. So, sue me. But I am 26 weeks pregnant, and some change, give or take a few days. And we are having, pause for effect, a girl. Yes, we're having another girl, and I have no idea about baby names. So if you guys would like to get in on naming this baby, leave me some suggestions down there. I don't like plain Jane names, by the way, like, not Samantha. My boyfriend loves the name Samantha. No offense to anybody that, you know, is named Samantha. It's a fine name. But my boyfriend has pushed me for that name for, since the other one was born. And I don't know, I like more unusual names. So, if you have a funky name that's not like too out there, I don't know, yeah, leave me some suggestions and give my baby name some love. I would love that. So yeah, bad pregnancy. Like, I just don't know what to name this baby, and I'm halfway through. My OB actually told me that he's delivered like so many babies, like, you know, vaginally and via C-section and whatever, and the parents still didn't pick a name while he's holding the baby in his hands. And he was like, well, you know, what about Charlotte? Or what about Nancy? And they're like, done. So I'm really hoping that does not happen to me, because I don't want to be all, you know, endorphined out or whatever, hormoned out, and then name my baby something insane. Like, what if he says something crazy to me? I don't know. He's a jokester. So anyway, halfway through, pregnant with a girl, and my symptoms have actually changed as of the last couple of weeks. I have had the most radiating heartburn, like up in my throat and my mouth. It is so bad. And it always hits me around like between 5 and 7 p.m. It's not like after I eat spicy food. Like I could drink water and it would just be like radiation in my esophagus, and it sucks. It hurts so bad. I can't stand it. My mouth gets super dry, so I might have to reach for my water bottle over there. So nobody be offended that I'm taking a swig of water. I am tired. Not like sleepy tired anymore. I just like feel my body slowing down. And I was told that that's normal and all that stuff. But it's so weird. Like I'll be walking or something simple like walking or getting out of a chair, and I just feel myself going in slow motion almost. It's creepy. I don't know what medically that's about or whatever, but it's not because I'm a chunky girl. At least that's what my OB said, so I'll take it. I am pretty moody. Not more than usual, I think. Sometimes, girls want their boyfriends or husbands or whatever to be serious about their pregnancy sometimes and, be accommodating. My boyfriend, oh my God, acts so differently from my first pregnancy to this pregnancy. First pregnancy, he was like, great. He was like, can I get you anything? Are you okay? We went to Disneyland and he was like, do you need to sit? Do you need to pee? Do you need blah, 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 blah? Now he's just like, oh, you exaggerate everything. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm having sciatic pain or whatever. Ligaments are snapping in my legs and my stomach. So, up your nose with a rubber hose, buddy. Like, oh, it sucks. But, for whatever reason, I still love him. He's not that bad. It's just, then I get moody. I'm just gonna like, well, you push a baby out. Same excuse every pregnant lady has. What else? I did have a scare, actually. Not recently or anything. I think I was about 2 months pregnant, and I started bleeding at work, and I freaked out. I told my mom, she's like, oh my God, take my car, go to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. And my first pregnancy, I had 0 bleeding, 0 problems, nothing. It was just textbook, 1, 2, 3, 4, push the baby out, perfect. I did have bleeding and I freaked out. I was crying. It was like 4 a.m. and I'm driving across town to the ER because I worked on the other side of town. Called my boyfriend. He's freaking out. I get there and the ER staff are just a bunch of freaking buttholes, man. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of shit for coming in here because I've heard like horror stories like for going in early in pregnancy for bleeding. That's not like really, really, really heavy. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get shit for coming in here, but I would just like to check things out, I'm bleeding and I'm pregnant. So this stupid, I don't know if she was a nurse or whatever. I think she was. She tried to give me an IV and I don't know why, but she like went under my vein, went around my vein, over my vein, punctured through my vein. My whole hand was bruised and just like, poof. And I was just kind of like, should I call my grandma and have her come do it? Because my grandma was like head honcho over at the ER across the street from my house, which she used to work at, and she got all offended. But at that point, like, my hand was going to explode. So I was like, get out of my body, right? And they told me pretty much like, they just acted like I was stupid for coming in there. They were just like, well, you know, you are due for implantation bleeding. And I was like, I don't know. I've been pregnant for 2 months. I would think that it's implanted already. You know, I just want to make sure the baby's alive. Can we do that? Like, my boyfriend was getting pissed, and I was just like, done. I was just seriously done. I didn't want to wait for my OB to open, so that's why I went to the ER, like, smart. And they took a urine sample, of course, and spilled it twice. So I had to pee on command, like, so many times. I was so just ready to get out of there. We were there for like 6 hours. So I didn't go back to work that day. They told me that I was bleeding because I had a UTI. Last I checked, your urinary tract and your uterus are not like the same tube. They're different tubes. Like, what the hell? So he told me OB, all that stuff, and he was like, oh my God. Yeah, don't ever go back to the ER. If you're, you know, if you're miscarrying, unfortunately, you're going to miscarry at that point if you're bleeding. So just try and calm down, come see us, and we'll figure it out. So, oh my God, my foot's asleep. They did an ultrasound for me that day. They did one in the hospital too, and I saw the baby's heartbeat because that lady was actually nice and showed me the ultrasound. So we did another ultrasound to find the actual cause of the bleed because he told me, like, there's no way you're bleeding from a UTI. Like, there's no blood in your urine. So I was like, thank you. I didn't even have a UTI. And the ER doctor or whatever gave me this prescription that was, like, sketchy. It's crazy. It's a bunch of craziness. So anyway, I did the ultrasound at my OB's office, and, you know, saw my little baby kicking around, being all fine. And there was actually a bleed behind the pregnancy, where it was trying to implant. It, like, missed a couple blood vessels or something, and that it was bleeding in my uterus. And it was either going to absorb or come out. So that was it. That was my scare, and pretty minor. Like, I didn't have any pain or anything. I just randomly started bleeding, and it freaked me out. And it scared me. But I haven't had any bleeding since then. Haven't had any kind of problems, actually. Like, aside from, you know, like the sciatic pain or whatever pain you call it, the nerve pain in, like, your legs and stuff. And your uterus, behind my belly button hurts. Like, it feels like somebody has a corkscrew and just going in my belly button. It's just weird. Oh, cravings. You guys want to know what I've been craving? So, this is actually kind of really weird. This happened in my first pregnancy too. I cannot stand the thought of meat. Like, it makes me do this really big shiver and, like, gag. Especially the thought of hot dogs. I just want to, like, barf. Ew. I mean, normally I'm a carnivore. I love my steak. I love, you know, sushi, fish. I don't know if that counts as meat for you vegetarians out there. I don't know how that whole thing works. I love chicken. I love foie gras. No offense to anybody, but I love my foie. And, like, it's just, I can't stand the thought of it now. Like, all I want is, like, I wanted, like, a bunch of salads. I want raw bell pepper, raw red bell pepper, strawberries, huge strawberries, pineapple, and cantaloupe. And I've had a real hankering for Asian food, which was kind of shocking, I guess, because, I mean, I love Asian food. I love, like, my favorite place to go for Asian food is, I call it Koreatown. It's this teeny little cafe. I think maybe, like, 6 tables and, like, 2 booths. What is it called? It's called Cafe Ga Hyang or something. I don't know. They like don't even have a website, but they're open till 2 in the morning. It's awesome. Everything there is so authentic. It's freaking delicious. And the little Korean lady that owns it will come out and show you how to eat the food you ordered and help you order and stuff. Like she's so cute. Anyway, this is another symptom. I get kind of like going off on these weird tangents and over explaining things. Or, you know, repeating myself or whatever. So, sorry if I do that. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, Asian food. I love having pad thai with tofu. I normally do not like tofu. But since I have been pregnant, I love using tofu in all my stir fries and stuff like that. That happened in my first pregnancy, too. Couldn't stand the thought of meat. Couldn't eat it. I couldn't chew it. I couldn't smell it. Same thing here. I do eat meat, like I'll eat it just to like, you know, have variety in my diet because I don't want lentils all the time or beans all the time. So I'll eat some red meat occasionally and, you know, chicken if I can swallow it. Never a hot dog. Ugh. Or a sausage or a bratwurst. Just can't do it. Last time I was pregnant, I craved Subway sandwiches. This one sandwich concoction that I made every single time I went there. Haven't had a hankering for that. Just like, you know, a lot of fruit, a lot of veggies, like raw though. And Asian food. Oh, my daughter's up. She's in her crib going, no. I don't know if you can hear her or not. But she's probably talking to her movie. I think she's watching Shark Tale. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much like it for like the general things or whatever. And I will move into the whole being plus size and pregnant section of this video. Okay, so we're going to start off with, I'm just going to read off some questions that were like the main questions you guys all had. Am I worried about gaining any weight since I am overweight already? No. I'm not worried whatsoever because if I gain weight, don't gain weight, lose weight, whatever, it's going to happen, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. My first pregnancy, I dropped 50 pounds while I was pregnant and had a 9-pound, 9-ounce baby. This pregnancy, so far, I have lost almost 20 pounds and have a healthy baby. She's grown in there. She's good. She's healthy. She's actually measuring a week and a half ahead. So she's a big girl, just like Olivia was. So yeah, now I know I'm not worried about gaining weight. My doctor's not worried if I was gaining weight. You know, unless it was like an extensive amount in a really short amount of time, I guess. But he's not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Yeah. Okay. And of course, gestational diabetes came up. Am I worried about getting gestational diabetes because of my weight? No, I am not worried about that whatsoever. And I think a week and a half or 2 weeks, I do go in for my gestational diabetes test, you know, where you drink that fruit punch or whatever and go get your blood drawn an hour later. Yeah, I go do that in a week. I'm not worried about it. Why stress myself out about it? If I have it, then I will deal with it. And if not, then I don't. And I won't worry about it. But my doctor's not worried about it either just because of my history with being pregnant, you know, all my blood work, urine, all that stuff, everything's like totally fine. So I'm not worried about it. And another big question was, am I worried about getting a C-section because I'm plus size? That question does not offend me, but it literally makes no sense to me. Is my vagina too fat to push out a baby? Like, I don't understand that question when people assume that because you're big, you have to have a C-section. No, that's not how that works. No, my doctor isn't planning on me having a C-section at all. He wasn't planning on me having a C-section at all with my first daughter either. He's very all for doing a vaginal delivery. And since, I gave birth to a 9-pound, 9-ounce baby before, he has absolutely, he and I have absolutely no, thought of C-section. Of course, if something, happens, she's breech or, something happens where I need a C-section, of course, he's prepared for that. He's done, a billion of them. And, I, in the back of my head, have to be ready for that. But if I had a C-section, it would not be because I'm fat. So, not worried about that in the slightest. Ow, sorry. I stepped on a cactus needle. Ow. I don't know how a cactus needle got in there. Other than, it's Arizona, but still. I also got a lot of questions about... Let me see. Here we go. Am I worried that people won't know I'm pregnant because of my weight? No. I'm obviously pregnant. There's actually kind of a funny story. I took my daughter to her dentist for her first dental checkup or whatever. And the ladies in the front, both of them are pregnant, very heavily pregnant. I think they're a couple months ahead of me. And they asked me when do you do? And I was like, I'm not pregnant. And they just froze. I'm such an ass sometimes. They froze and they're like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm just kidding. I'm 6 months pregnant, whatever. I'm due in August. And they were like, oh my God, you're horrible. First impression of me, dick. Yeah, but those girls are both due in June. One's due in June, one's due in July, and I am due August 20th. So, boom, boom, boom. Kind of funny. But yeah, I'm not worried that people won't think will wonder if I'm pregnant. And who cares? Who cares? People can think whatever they want in their head. I think whatever I want in my head. So, no, I don't care. I just worry about me, my baby, my family. I don't care if people think, oh my God, is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? What? Huh? No. And, what was the other question? Swimsuits. Since I am having a summer baby, I actually haven't bought a swimsuit, I think, since junior high. It's Arizona. It's not like we have a beach to go to. I do have a pool, but I kind of just go swimming in my underwear, pretty much. It's my pool. Yeah. I just go swimming in my underwear or, my boyfriend's basketball shorts, and my daughter loves swimming. Olivia loves swimming. So I'm not really worried about, that kind of stuff. I think there was one more question. My screen came off. So now I have to go back. Come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is another, plus size question. Are you worried that your baby will be too big since you're overweight and probably eat unhealthy? Not even kidding. No. People have pushed out, I think, what's the biggest baby that came out? 15 pounds? Something. I think someone in the UK has the record for the biggest baby, and she delivered him vaginally. I'm not worried about having a chunky baby. Who wants to have a skinny baby? Like, no one wants a low birth weight baby. That's not healthy. And fat babies are more content. It's just a fact. Well, from like comparison, my sister, her daughter came out. My sister's tiny. Like, she had a tiny baby. Her boyfriend was tiny, like super tiny. So my niece Esperanza came out of like 5 pounds, 19 ounces. Like, she was small. And she made all the other babies look enormous in the nursery. And she would just cry all the time. Like, she was always hungry. She always needed to eat. My daughter came out happy as clam. She didn't cry. She just wanted to sleep. She ate and then she slept. She immediately started sleeping 5 hours out of the night. And I think that's like technically through the night for babies. I don't know. And I mean, you know, every baby's different. But of course my family is just like, you know, fat babies are a healthy, happy baby. She's so content. She doesn't need to eat every hour, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not worried about it. No, I'm not worried about it. I can't wait to have this baby, though. I can't wait to just be done with pregnancy. Because I would love a shot of whiskey. Not to sound alcoholic-y or whatever, but yeah. Whiskey's been one of my cravings. I love whiskey. It's sad. When I'm not pregnant, like, I never drink. I never ever go to the bar. I never have drinks at home. I don't drink beer at all. Just once in a while, I want whiskey. And I would love to have some. So, anyway, holy shamoly, it's been 26 minutes. Is anybody even still watching this? I don't know. I'll show you my belly now, though. We'll just end it. Hold on, let me get my big old booty up here. And my foot's asleep. Foot's asleep. Foot's asleep. Whew. Okay, are you ready? I don't know what I'm doing. So yes, here's the front. Woo. And boop. Check it out, check it out. There's the side of me. So as you can see, she is a big girl. I'm a big girl. Whatever. Oh my god, my whole leg's asleep. I have to like waddle now because this leg's asleep from like my knee down. So waddle to the other side. It's like a dance. Do the waddle. 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 Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just being weird now. So yeah, there we go. There she is. Yeah. Pregnancy belly. So. Whoa, stupid leg. Falling asleep. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up now because I have wasted half an hour of your time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. And if anybody has any other questions about, you know, being plus size and pregnant, if you are plus size and pregnant and want to like chit chat about it or whatever, feel free to comment or send me an email and I will get back to you. I'm not offended by anybody's questions or your comments. Like, I'm not easily offended at all. Yeah. So baby girl names in the comment box, please help out my baby, show her some love, and help me name her so she's not nameless. And I'm gonna go get my other daughter up from her nap now. All right. Thanks, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all at some other point for a pregnancy or freebie video. Thanks, everybody. Have a good week.